if you're a businessman, or you're trying to look for a business, or are you a salary employee, or you dream of having a business of your own, doing your own boss, then you must listen to the first speaker. Because the we need to learn from him. Why he became very successful in business for the past 20 years. Before joining Riway, listen carefully. Before joining Riway, he already is a very successful businessman for 20 years.
Yes.
Now, to own a business is not easy. To maintain the business is even more tough. To maintain a business for 20 years, I think not many people can do that. To maintain a business for 20 years and even successful, I don't think you can do that. That's why we need to listen. Listen from what he said, he's going to say to us, because for his business, when I call him and then he said, no, my business is not big. I said, how big is not big? About 50 staff under me in my company, in a factory, in a small factory, in a small automation factory. Now for me, it's big, it's huge. 50 people under him, which means that 50 families is rely on his hand. He needs to take responsibility on his business in order to do that for the 20 years. So that's something we need to learn from him. Now, after seeing the opportunity in Riway 8 years ago, he's same with me, 18 years old. 8 years ago, and he decided to make a decision. Now, this we need to learn from a successful person. A successful person, when they make decisions, they are very fast and accurate. Okay, one.
Right.
Now, people who are they have failure in their life, I mean, not successful person, when they make decisions, they will think 3 and 4 now. Think quite some time. They think they think whether their grandmother allowed them to do or not. They think whether their son allowed them to do or not. They think whether they can be successful. They think a lot. Now, this is the action of a not successful person. From the action itself, 8 years ago, the first speaker that I'm going to introduce today, 8 years ago, when he see this opportunity, that's it. The factory gone. All the 50 staff gone. He decided to close down his factory and full-time in Riway until now. Yeah. Now, what he's now, of course, the position itself, he's not Pegasus, but sooner or later he will become Pegasus. Don't worry. Don't worry about him. Worry about you. You worry about yourself. Don't worry about him. He will sooner or later become Pegasus. Now, he just sits comfortably in 10 minute clinic, just for a moment. But you don't look at the position. You look at what is the market behind him. The leaders follow him. The leaders that follow him, not only in Malaysia, but in Hong Kong, Thailand, and Indonesia. You see, I don't know for what reason, so many countries, I belong to him now. He owns so many markets now. There's something that we need to learn from him. That's why I'm here today, because I need to learn from him as well. So without further ado, let us introduce our first speaker of the day. And it's 10 Minute Phoenix, GS.
How's everyone? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
In the town, I give a big round of applause for our MC, a handsome and successful young man, Mr. Kifchi again. Yeah. Give me a big clap, big clap. Okay, I'm very honored to be invited for this sharing today, and it's a first time I think I come into this RDG. RDG stands for Riway Diamond Galaxy. Okay, so very big thank you for the founder of this RDG, Mr. Lo Chin-ju, Tan Yet Lee, and all the big top leader in this Zoom platform. Okay. So I'd like to introduce myself first. My name is Lim Kim Siang full name. So in short form, you can call me G as Lim, as appeared in your this video. Okay. So I'm in fact Malaysian from Penang. Anyone came to Penang before? You know where is Penang? Yeah, I think everyone know where Penang become Malaysia and very popular nowadays because of our country, our beautiful nature, and all our big leaders from and Singapore Riway actually started very near to Malaysia, and the history of Riway actually is very close to Penang because Penang is the starting point, and how Lim Boon Hong, how our founder started the empire of Riway. Today is already almost globalized, and it started 12 years ago. Everything started from this small island. Okay, so I'm proud to be born here. Okay, so and like Kifji, I'm 18 also. Look 18. Joking. Okay, so when I joined Riway, I'm 45 years old. So you can imagine today, how am I? I have been in this business for almost 8 years. Okay, so like this Kifji said, I've been doing business before. Okay, so in fact, before I'm doing Riway, I'm actually entrepreneur, a businessman. Okay, so I believe in today's chat here, a lot of businessmen too, right? I believe. Okay, there are a lot of bigger businessmen than me, or more successful businessmen than me. So what Kifji mentioned just now about how I gone through my past experience and then how I transform myself to be in Riway family, it made me recall a lot of things. Okay, so in fact, during this COVID-19, I also do a lot of thinking, right? So in the first few weeks before it developed to today, the COVID situation, I also almost lost because we used to our routine. What we are doing, we are too routine, or how we're going to do everything. Daily activity is so easy, so convenient because it's everything come off our subconscious mind. It's already pre-programmed. But when given a new challenge or new environment, all our routine is gone haywire, right? So I also lost. I believe some of us inside here also lost. What to do next? Or how to do? Or where should we go from there? So a lot of things start to come into our mind. So human are the same, right? So in fact, when I started to come to know Riway, I also have this situation because I used to be a business person. I used to meet people. I used to talk about engineering, talk about my professional, talk about my work. So easy. Everything come out from my subconscious mind. And so fluent. It's like if you are speaking Tagalog every day, you're so fluent. If you're speaking English very fluent every day, but suddenly you ask me to speak Hakka or speak other dialect or speak Tamil or Hindi, even though I know a little bit, I'll get stuck. My tongue will get haywire. So this was me last time, 8 years ago, before I involved in Riway. So when someone come to approach me, come to my factory, talk about the Riway business, I was never accepted anything what they said. I close my eye, I close my ear because I don't believe direct sale. I don't believe anything about networking because I have my own profession and still have my rice bowl. So I think I have been so tuned to my rice bowl, and I believe with my talent, with my skill, with my technical skill, I still can find a work. I still can find a job. I still can live without having to switch anything because that's my lifestyle. Okay, so I remember that our introducer, this our Team Supreme, Kelly Lim and Team Supreme Sun Lee came to my factory, talk about the product, talk about the business to me. I'm a person who used to see computer every day, and I do a lot of thinking, a lot of mental work, mental calculation. I do a lot of engineering work. I do a lot of software, and my time spending on computer almost 10 to 16 hours per day. You just imagine if you were to do that every day, you become a robot. So I hardly talk to people. So today is not natural for me even to face everyone here, looking at a computer, looking at my iPad, talking alone. Because I used to don't talk. I talk with my mind. But today I talk with my mouth and my mind. Okay. So 8 years ago, you ask me to talk, it's very hard. I can stare at the screen, I can look at you, but I can wonder, I can live in my own world. You have your world, I have my world. So the communication is very hard to penetrate. Probably I'll be in 3G or you're in 5G. So the 3G, 5G, the communication is a problem. So that was me 8 years ago. So I never believe what they say. I say, okay, you can live with your ML, you can live your direct sale. I don't like. Okay, so I just continue doing what I like doing. So what I like doing or what's supposed to be doing is two different things, right? So
Right.
I've been working with my own business for 20 years, but talk about how successful I am. I ever success before. But we talk about failure. It's also a big failure because to me, I feel a little success. But to others, more successful business person look at me as a failure. Right? This is a conflict of opinion. Right? So, but in fact, when they came to approach me about the product, about the business, I was facing some bottleneck in my business. Yeah, I've been running up and down. I've been doing a lot of things. I think I'm Superman, but I'm not. Okay, and I was not so great, a big failure too. So I thought every day we work so hard because we want to be success. So the word success already taken over my mindset. I always want to be success, but I forgotten a lot of people beside me, surrounding me, is dependent on me. So I want to go success, but I keep going, even though the people beside me, they have problem. Okay, or like family, like friends, like my suppliers, my business partner, they have problem. During the process of I'm moving towards my success, that is a kind of like, think of it, it's like a selfish act lah. So I just go all the way. I never think of anything. Even I suffer this, suffer that, I still go because I'm a very tough person. And I thought I was a Superman, right? So, but when they came to me, I started to look for opportunity. I started to look for new ventures. But whatever ventures or opportunity I was looking at is always related to my field of expertise. Nothing to do with selling things, nothing to do with talking, nothing to do with MLM or direct selling. That is two different things, and it's not my cup of tea. Right? But what we think, what we've been through, and what we plan is entirely different from what God arranged for you. Right? If you believe in God,
Right.
then you understand what I'm saying. I believe a lot of people here is quite religious conscious. I'm not a religious person too. I just somehow think that if you have, if you are smart, if you are well educated, you are the God. I used to be that kind of person. I don't believe all the whatever religious or what, and education is God to me, right? So I always think like I'm great, but when something, no matter how hard or how much effort you put in to work towards your goal or success, but it doesn't turn out to be the way you want it to be, and you have been keep hitting the wall. If 2 times, 3 times, it doesn't matter. But if it come like a tsunami wave, one after another, 10 times, 20 times, do you think you still can stand the tsunami wave? So by then I started to do some soul searching, right? So when the things getting tough, then I start thinking, what I was doing, was it right or not? The business I'm in, was it right or not? And the time is a factor. So when I started to do this very serious thinking, the word here, serious thinking, right? Very seriously, because you have been hard hit by a lot of challenge, a crisis, be it in family, be it in your health, be it in your family members' health, or be it in your social network, or your business bottleneck. Of worst come to worst, the financial, right? The key thing here, financial. If you're financial well off, you don't think, you just feel that, oh, life, you're so success. But when you come to all these problems start to pop up one after another, and they're all interrelated. When I started to think, should I do something? Should I do something? Right. So when all is about timing, right? So when I think that I can decide my path, God arranged different path for me. God give me a present. What present? And it may be a bit good if you look at it in a positive perspective, positive angle. You look at the negative perspective or negative angle, it'll be bad. So my daughter sick, right? It's a God gift, right? My daughter sick. My wife sick. It's a God gift. So think of it, if when you are in deep shit here, you're in deep trouble, or financially, or family, or business, when you come across your family members become sick, you start to complain, start to feel, wow, why the world is not fair to me, right? Everything may, but I'm a person who are sometimes over positive. That's why I still survive until today. Okay, so I look at it in a positive angle. I don't do it negative. No doubt at that moment, I also have some complaint. Why I'm so unlucky? Why the God so not fair to me? But today I look at it, actually, that present is what God gave to me, and then transform me to believe in Riway and believe in health. So one day, this Kelly Lim and Sun Li and my wife, right? They arranged an angel, or they arranged a saint, Mr. Low, Mr. Miss Tan Yet Lee, right? Both of them come to approach me. Okay, so probably because of my age, I'm a bit senior than my introducer, or a bit senior than Kelly or Sun Li. They are all young chap. For me, they're young chap, and for them to convince me to come to this business, I still have still some gap in terms of experience or in terms of thinking. So I look them at ordinary. And what you're going to tell me about the opportunity? I can't accept the fact that I'm driving a better car than them. I own a business. I'm still a big boss compared to them when we talk about the real opportunity. But when the Mr. Low come to see me, and the way I look at Mr. Low is different because he's more senior than me. He's like a big brother to me. So whatever he say, I start to open my ear. Okay. Then he started to show me his success. So I asked Mr. Low, if for me to be as successful as you, and I know I'm also running out of time, okay, time is not factor in my side. So if I have to be successful as you, how long do I going to take, and how to be successful as you? If you have the ingredient, if you have the right technique, or the formula, give me straight. I want answer, because we have been gone through so many past success and failure, the cycle. I'm tired of it. I don't want to try. I do think I do it straight. I don't try. It's like you want to go to learn swimming, right? You don't try to test the water, is it cold or hot, before you jump into the water. Whether you know how to swim or not, if I kick you from behind, you will survive, right? Even though it's the sea. If you drop into the sea, someone say, hi, help. If you are the view, how the view to live, you struggle all your way to come ashore, right?
Sure.
So
Right.
same thing. So to me, it's like that. So I used to see Nike said what? Just do it. You don't try my shoe, you just do it. Right. So that's why they're successful. So I always tell a lot of people, you want to do something, do it. Right. You don't just say you say from your heart. Right? So that time, this Mr. Low is the way I see it is probably old man give him time to talk He like to talk, I let him talk. And then what he shared to me is quite interesting. He's a very, very comfortable person, very easy to adapt. So after his sharing, then I just asked him, then he said, okay, you just go where I go, you wear what I wear until I stick until today, what he's doing. Right? He challenged me, if you do it, these are two secrets. You did it as what accordingly, you get what I get within a year. He was driving an S350 that time. Right? So upon hearing what he said, after the whole session, we spent almost 4 hours having a good supper by the roadside. Right? You just imagine having a good supper, one bowl of noodles normally take me about not half an hour, 10 minutes to gone because my mouth is so big. Right? But it took me 4 hours to finish the bowl of noodle. So that bowl of noodle, the story I carry until today. And through this sharing, a lot of people were so interested because it's a journey. It's a journey, right? So I recall how I gone through all this. And then finally, when I gone home, me and my wife, we started to discuss over it. Right? Beside Mr. Low, beside Sundi and Kelly, and Riway also have a lot of activities, a lot of events during that time that really attracted me and my wife. And then that time I was not really into the business yet, but Jenny is a spy lah. Or my wife, the progressive Jenny Lin, she went to attend a lot of this seminar, and she overheard a lot of good sharing, a powerful motivation talk from the founder. And all these are really very, very touching, okay, and very, very convincing because he told me this young chap, don't know whether he's insane or don't know whether he's really know of what he said, he's going to be world number one, right, in MLM, in network business. And through my wife sharing to me, once she came back home about what the boss has mentioned, has shared, had mentioned, has commented, she said, this guy is serious. And through her experience in networking business or direct sales, none of the bosses, none of the leaders ever have that kind of thought, ever have that kind of courage or power when they talk. So he said, this is the right person to follow, and there's only one boss. So after we see he talk over and do some survey, do some factor and investigation, we find that, hey, if this is so good, if this company is so powerful, if our leader is so successful and they can help us, I'm looking for people to help me now. Formerly, I'm very lonely because of what? There's a saying, the loneliest person in the world is the CEO. Because if you are the manager, if you are the middle management, you always can feedback your problem towards the upper management. Okay. For the lowest in the management, you don't have to worry because you have something to take care of. Okay. But I'm the CEO of my own company. So I'm the loneliest person. I cannot talk a lot of things. But through this business, I find that, wait, then I have people to lead me to be successful. I can imagine if this Mr. Low Chin so successful, if he is a Lee Ka-sing, or if he is a Bill Gates, or if he is Jack Ma, if I can work along with these people, day in, day out, I can learn from them. Where they go, wherever they go, however they socialize, I can learn from them. The way they talk, the way they present, the way they run the empire. Then I can be like them, right? Right. I wouldn't have to be 100%, but yeah, I can be 1% of them. Is good enough, right? So this is what I think. So I started to come in and see how the business run. I thought to myself, that's it. That's it. For the past 20 years, I've gone through the wrong path of over self-centered. I'm a self-centered person. But through this networking, I am be more open. I started to open up my mindset. So the mindset have to be readjusted. Right? No need to go operation, no need. Right? Just to open up the ear, open up the eye, and try to change. Right? So change is constant. I know change is constant, but I can never change. Very hard for me to change because I'm too used to my lifestyle. I'm too used to be myself. I'm too used to be self-centered person. I'm too used to be always calling the shot because I am the CEO, I'm the boss. Whatever I say, the staff do. They can never argue. They can feedback. They can give ideas, but they can never make decision for me. I'm a person who always make decision. But when it comes to this Riway, I know, oh, it's time to change. I need to be more change in my character, right? So how I transform and then come in, and I just follow from a leader of my own to be a follower, right? So I just follow, right? If you just follow and can be success and can have all the thing you want in the world, I would rather follow, right? But on top of following, once I able to acquire or master some of the skill, I also can lead. So it's a leveraging act. So a balance between this and that, teach and learn and teach, right? So today you say I'm teaching or whatever, I wouldn't use the word teach. I would rather use the word sharing, right, from my own experience. Right? So everything also go through our own experience. Everyone have their own experience, their own story to tell. So I find Riway is very interesting because every day I'm listening to people's story. I'm a person who like to watch movie. I'm a person who like to see thriller or excitement or some action movie. I'm a person like that. So my life has been going up, down, like a movie. If I were to make a movie of my own, if I have money, I'll shoot my own movie of my life and become a story. Or write a book. That's my dream of writing a book about all my experience, the ups and downs in my life, and how I transform. Right. So if I can transform, it doesn't mean that transform to be successful. You can transform to be anything, right? Transform to be something, but our ultimate goal is to be successful, right? But if you can transform and then you use this transformation experience to influence someone, that's the ultimate that we want in life. So why in these 8 years, I still doing what I'm doing and now become part of my job and also part of my skill and also part of what I like to do, right? To able to touch somebody's life, to able to transform somebody. We don't play God, I don't play God. I'm not God. And I wouldn't say I'm God, right? But if I can help people transform through Riway, through this platform, it's a wonderful thing. It's the best thing in my life. Right? So after I joined this company, true enough, in 7 months, we transform. Me and my wife transform. And here I would like to thanks Mr. Low from my heart, okay, for the transformation that he helped not just me and my wife, a lot of leaders, to name a few, like this RSA top leader, okay, and Andy Shaw and his wife Penny. I still remember when Andy Shaw and Penny came to BM because of they looking for success. They want to transform. And they also consulted me and my wife because we are already some team leaders during that time. And we also give some sharing of our story that really touched them. And then they take this few little words and go back. And also through the guidance of Mr. Low, today they are very successful and big leader in Riway.
Yes.
So what we say, everything is very important. As long as what come out from our mouth is a positive word, positive encouragement, positive sentence or words, we can touch someone's life without we knowing. Even what I say today, maybe full of nonsense, okay? Or maybe one word that hit you. If you use this one word and can change your life, it's a good thing to do. So I believe this is what we are doing, okay? And this is what I like to do. So the title today, you can see, what we do today is a step-by-step towards success. There's no big step to be success overnight. So if you just come in today here, whether you join Riway or not, or you stick to your old industry or your job, you take these few tips, go back, and then you try to think of it and you transform. Using your old platform or old trade, you can transform. Then you'll be good, right? Not necessarily have to be doing it. But there's a but. I don't find anything that is more good than Riway today. Whether in the job industry, whether in working for people, whether in any business you're doing, right? So 8 years ago, I took the decision, but the decision I made is a tough one, because when we want to do Riway, and I tell myself, I want to do it wholeheartedly, 100%, and then no part-time. I don't believe part-time, because I see a lot of people do part-time direct sale, try this, try that, and then they fail, and then they start to give a lot of excuses. I am a person who don't like to give excuse. If things fail, it's my own problem. If things don't work out, it's our own problem. It's not anyone's problem. So when we decided to join Riway, it took me 2 weeks to make a decision. Such a simple decision, yes and no. But sometimes people took years to make a decision. It took me 2 weeks, right? So why it took me 2 years? 2 weeks to make a decision to join Riway wholeheartedly, because of what? I own a factory. So it's not just, you just sweep your backside and then walk away from a business. I have to do a lot of things. What is the exit plan, the best exit plan? So exit plan is another term we are talking. And I find that we, the Asian, doing business, because of the way we have been educated by the community or by the environment. We are the Superman, we are the boss, we are everything, right? So I've been doing my business for 20 years. For me to just say, I want to close, you think it's easy? Not easy, because I have my own profession. I always think that this is what skill that make me have income. But if I suddenly cease doing what I'm doing, it become jam. I start to worry, a lot of stress. Or if I stop doing this, if this fail, where my money come? Where is my supplier? Or where's my customer give me money? Or once I stop doing what I'm doing, all my customer will be gone forever. I start to worry, because I have own customer, all the big multinational company. Last time I used to fly to Philippines, fly to Makati, a lot of industry. I have many customers. I also have my agent, right, looking for project for me in Philippines. But when I cease doing my automation business, what happened to my agent? They will say no more, right? Even they have order for me, they will not pass to me. So I start to come all this in my mind. I have many factory multinational in Penang, in Malaysia, who have been my good customer for almost 10 over years. If I stop be supplying equipment for them, stop providing services for them, if I tell them this, when I walk out of this business, someday if I fail in Riway, I go back to them, say, give me order. You think they'll give me? Someone who took over my place, right? So it's a very competitive market. But I look at the whole scenario, the whole situation, because of I'm in the industry long enough. I'm seeing the economy cycle, how it goes. Last time there was a saying that every 10 years the economy cycle will come one big round, or one recession will come in every 10 years. But when come to my time, when come to our time, the economy cycle cannot be forecast, cannot be predicted at all. Some will say 10 years. Now it's even 3 years, 2 years. You come another big big catastrophe, right? Like this COVID-19. Who ever think of this going to affect the whole world? The most serious one is only affect part of Asia, or affect the economy of part of Europe. But now the whole world, no one ever think of that. It's 100 years. It's no, not even a living being today, know or can predict this thing will happen to them in their life cycle. I never predict. Okay. So today, everything changed so fast. So I also can't predict tomorrow I will live talking to you. Maybe I'm gone forever, right? So, but lucky I'm in this health industry. So after we make the decision, we close down, I go and plan all the exit plan and the procedure, how to talk to my supplier, how to talk to my debtors, how to talk to my creditors, how to talk to all the people who are related to my old business. Finally, then I shift over here. So I bumped into a few friends who saw me that I took the big step 8 years ago, and today he tell me I did a right move. I did a right move. Right. So think of it, I was so lucky, right? So there are a lot of people who also like to transform, who also, after I shared this story about how I transformed 8 years ago from a businessman to a MLMers, there are a couple of them who are also as successful or more successful than me in this line, in this Zoom meeting. And to name a few, one of them is Mr. Alan Lim, my team elite. Okay, Mr. Lim Kok Hua, also our team elite. He was both of them used to be computer boss. Today they close down the business and do Riway full time. Okay, so I'm very happy I can help them to transform. Okay, if they are listening, I congratulated them because they are part of my good partners and they are very understanding. Right. Formerly, they are also a hard-headed, self-centered big boss also, but today they also become a team player together. Right. So people can transform, men can change. I believe I change, but some people change faster, some people change slower. But change is the only constant we have to do today. Right. So like this Zooming, I also have to change to adapt to use Zoom. At first, I don't like to use. When my wife starts using that, I see her very busy, I'm very free. So I start to complain. You Zoom until 1, 2 o'clock, never sleep, I sleep already. The next day she said, oh, you here pain, there pain, massage for me. I say, you Zoom all day and then you said here pain, massage, I mean massage. Then you think I free, I massage you. I'm not your mate. I'm not a good massager. But today we come to tune to each other, right? Start to adapt to each other, and then start to see, hey, actually Zoom is also part of puzzle of technology, part of the tools or platform we can use for our business. So when I find the usefulness of something, I start to go into it, right? So change. So this is what I can encourage everyone, and this is the first time I'm talking to myself in front of a mirror, and then maybe some may be related to your life, some may not, but I hope everyone can become progressors one day and can be successful one day in this Riway, right way, right? So RDG is a very good platform, very good. You have a lot of very good guru, a leader. So I want to learn from all these people and to perfect myself. And how to perfect myself towards the goal of to be success. So I see success, the definition of success, not just talking about money. You have how much is your matters. How wealthy are you is your own problem, is not my problem or his problem, her problem. How to be the more success person, more complete person is what shown in Riway logo. Right? You have the money, you have your health, you have a social network, you are well-liked, and you are the right-hearted, you're right mental, and a good family person. So in this COVID-19, I learned how to be a good family man. because I learned how to cook. Okay, I learned to spend time with my family, with my kids. All years round, we have been running around for this 7, 8 years, doing Riway traveling all over the country rather than have much time with the family. And now we have been forced to stay at home. And my dog also like me very much because I'm able to bring my dog, a Rottweiler, for a stroll every morning and the afternoon, twice a day. So he every day see me, he will wag the tail, very happy. So we try to be a perfect person, but we can never be perfect. We just work towards perfection. So from here, once everything is in place, in order, then we start to build and build and build and build the team, and what we get from the society, we return back to the society. So community work is the ultimate goal that I want to do, and I want to do more. Okay, so Riway had taught us how to contribute, and in this 2 months or 3 months, Riway has contributed millions to all the needs in the society. Whoever poor, whoever sick, whatever, they have been donated millions to 10 countries, or who have offices throughout Southeast Asia. Okay, so I want to be ultimately such a successful person and be a responsible and be part of the society work. Okay, so this is all I would like to share, and I hope everyone can feedback if what I said is correct or not. So overall, nice to know everyone, and I believe there are a lot of guests inside here from Philippines, from Malaysia, and okay, from other country, and we are international. We are living in the world. There's no more country. The world is one. Okay, so that's all I want to say today, and salute to everyone. Thank you. I pass that to 60.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yes. Yes. This is what I want today. Wait. I need to digest what he said just now. Wow. I listened to his story. I